As I ventured into Irchester Country Park, the setting sun cast long, menacing shadows across the ancient trees. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. The park had always held an eerie reputation, with whispers of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena. Armed with a flashlight and a sense of curiosity, I embarked on my solo expedition. The wind rustled through the leaves, creating an unsettling symphony of whispers, and the crunch of my footsteps on the gravel path seemed deafening in the otherwise silent park. My goal was to reach the abandoned ironstone quarry, a place rumored to be the epicenter of the park's supernatural activity. As I walked deeper into the woods, I felt a growing sense of unease. It was as if the very air around me was charged with an ominous energy. After what felt like an eternity of walking, I finally arrived at the entrance of the quarry. The moon had risen, casting a pale glow over the dark abyss before me. The sheer cliffs of rust-colored rock loomed like silent sentinels, and the air was heavy with a metallic scent. As I cautiously descended the narrow path into the quarry, the temperature plummeted. My breath formed misty clouds in the frigid air. The eerie silence was broken only by the distant hoot of an owl, a lonely sound that sent shivers down my spine. I had read about the tragic history of this place. In the 19th century, countless men and children had toiled in these quarries, their lives forever entwined with the iron-rich rock. Many had perished in accidents, and their restless spirits were said to haunt the quarry, seeking solace for their untimely deaths. My flashlight beam danced over the weathered rock walls, revealing rusted remnants of the quarry's past. Abandoned tools and decaying wooden supports lay scattered about, silent witnesses to the toil that had taken place here. I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of sadness, as if the very stone held the memories of the workers who had suffered within these unforgiving walls. Then, the temperature dropped even further, and I saw it, a shadowy figure standing among the ruins. My heart leaped into my throat as I trained my flashlight on the silhouette. It was a young boy, his clothes tattered and dirty, his face obscured by the shadows of his cap. I called out to him, my voice trembling with a mixture of fear and compassion. "Hey there, are you lost?" The boy didn't respond. Instead, he turned and disappeared into the darkness, leaving me alone in the quarry's oppressive silence. I hesitated but felt a strange compulsion to follow him, my curiosity overwhelming my fear. I navigated the treacherous terrain, carefully descending deeper into the quarry. The path was uneven, and my flashlight barely penetrated the inky blackness. It was as if the very darkness itself was alive, swirling around me like a malevolent force. I finally reached the quarry floor and saw the boy again, standing near the edge of a deep, water-filled pit. Moonlight glinted off the inky surface, casting eerie reflections that danced like restless spirits. The boy's cap had fallen to the ground, revealing his face, which was gaunt and pale, his eyes empty and hollow. As I approached, the boy spoke, his voice a ghostly whisper. "Help me. Find my brother." His words sent a chill down my spine, and I could feel the weight of sorrow in his voice. "I'll help you find your brother," I promised, my heart aching for the lost soul before me. The boy pointed to the dark waters of the pit. "He's down there, trapped." Without thinking, I shined my flashlight into the depths of the pit. My blood ran cold as the beam revealed the pale, lifeless face of another child submerged in the icy water. It was the boy's brother, his eyes wide open in a silent scream. Terrified, I stumbled back, my mind racing. How had the boy's brother ended up in the pit? And what could I do to help them now? As I turned back to the boy to ask more questions, he was gone. Panic welled up inside me as I realized I was alone in the darkness once more. I made my way out of the quarry, my mind filled with a mix of dread and determination. I knew I had to uncover the truth behind the tragic fate of the two brothers. The story of Irchester Country Park was far darker and more haunting than I could have ever imagined, and I was determined to uncover its secrets, no matter the cost. But as I left the quarry, I couldn't shake the feeling that the restless spirits of the past were still watching. Their presence a chilling reminder that the park held secrets that should never have been disturbed.